business partner. Meow, bye. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, hey, everyone. How's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. And no, oh, gosh. Sorry, I was, when I got that call, I was in the middle of just starting the comics and crypto video from before. It was 5 hours ago. And it was a question and hang episode 16. I like to get their opinions on things. And they were going through the Bruce Clark Kent, aka Tran Nguyen, and then I got the call, so it stopped the video. And then, anywho, it was a business partner. Also, subscribe to Comics and Crypto; they're heckin' awesome. And the business partner is you don't know who it is yet. Not 100. I mean, it's mostly done. But we will announce it on. Within the next 2 weeks, you'll have a big announcement from me and the business partner and other stuff that's going on. There's also going to be, there's a lot of stuff. I had, and this business partner didn't know it yet, but I have 2 meetings go very, very well with a couple of interesting projects, a couple of interesting people, and they are, and they might come on and sponsor the channel for a certain amount of time, and we might get them onto VeVe. I will keep you all posted, but it's very good. Anyway, guys, I'm the real Randy Chavez. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. And let's get this bread. Turtle says, "Oh yes, early glimpses today of how fast OMI is going to." That's true. That's the title of this. That's a thumbnail. VeVe crosses the 500K mark officially. They have done that. They actually probably did that a few days ago, because when I was looking at it the other day, I made a post on X. And by the way, guys, my messages on X, I think everyone's was, they were like, I would get the notification, somebody messaged me, and then I couldn't, like, it wouldn't let me see it. So guys, like, I'm already way behind on X messages, like, before that happened. So now it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a minute. Anyway, the other day, when was this? Live, Shiro, Blackpink. Oh, actually, it was like a day and a half ago. I said in early May, I said that VeVe official would gross over 500K in the month of May, and Futters, who are never logical, called me crazy. And as right now, VeVe has already grossed. At the time, it was 454,000, but I wasn't calculating from VeVe Comics. And I wasn't calculating for the old Star Wars, what was it? The old Star Wars drop from like 2 years ago, where they had Jabba the Hutt, the Rancor, and something else. It was Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. And when and a lot of people were buying that, and that was $60 a pull. And most people were buying that not wanting to get Admiral Akbar. That was a chase. That was the ultra rare. They didn't want him. They wanted the Rancor. Why would they want the Rancor? You know, there's so many thousand, you know, availability, there's thousands, but on the actual secondary market, there actually wasn't that much. And it's like, okay, well, why would people want the Rancor? It's because if you go back a few days ago, and I noticed it that day, but I completely, put it out of my mind. For the crafting event that they had for the troopers' helmets, a Rancor they might not care about, but they're gonna want one of 451 secret rare gouged stormtrooper helmet. And these helmets are like $90, and the Rancors are like $90. It's the beauty of the invisible hand of the free market. The Rancors were less than desirable, but and so were most of the. Now, the Common Vader, which was used to burn that to get one of these helmets, that was like $30. And it probably did a parabola where it had gone up to over 50 and then back down to where it was. We could look at that now. Let's take a look. If we search for the Vader, he is, and it's the Common Vader. Oh my God, are there so many comics? Let me just put just collectibles. It's the Dark Lord of the Sith. Sounds amazing. Yeah, so same thing. He was $30. He went up to whatever he was at, and then he went back down. But the gouged stormtrooper helmet, So the Vader you could burn Jawa, which is a couple dollars. The Luke, or I'm sorry, the Skywalker lightsaber, which was I think like $15-20 give or take. Tammy got another bought another Todd for $329. She has been killing it. I mean, killing it with that. And we're gonna get Tammy some more daCAT. Let me do the thing. Okay, how much is 190? Okay, all right, so 7. Oh, maybe we won't. Because that'd be another 3. Because we want to get Tammy to 1 trillion daCAT, but that's like another $3,000. But what? All right, so let me see if I can run this past the daCAT crew here. Where are they? Where are they? Come on. Now trust me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? She has. What was that promise that you made? Billion. So she would need another 3K ish worth of daCAT. Yeah, that is wild. The 3K ish worth of daCAT, which I guess, yeah, if so would that be feasible if I ask her to buy 1,500 worth of daCAT and then we all make up the rest and send it to her? Question mark. We want more women in the daCAT space. In the whale group anyway. You need $1 trillion to get and like a trillion daCAT in, you know, like 2 months ago when it was like a $400,000 market cap. Was she watching me? Hey Tammy. So I don't even want to ask her to do that because other things are happening. Well, I mean, obviously she's made money on daCAT already, so she could, yeah. Anywho, but yeah, so it'd be 3K more to get to the trillion. So if I were to ask her to do 1,500, the community would match another 1,500 to give to her to get to that trillion, so she can get in the whale chat. Because you want as many women in your, you want as many competent and intelligent and strong-willed women in your project as many as you can get. Because that will make other women more comfortable. Like I've seen it before in boxing, like where, and like every gym I've gone to, boxing gym, had this rule of, if you're going to beat the crap out of each other, don't do it in a ring that's in front of the entrance. Because when women walk in and they see and guys like spitting blood and the face is broken and and then they walk out and you lose customers that way. So legit, every boxing gym I've been in has had that rule: no beating the crap out of each other, like in the front. Do it on the side if you must, because women get intimidated. But the more women that are there, you kind of make it that safe space for women. The more women that are there, the safer space it is. So that's why and this will go for anyone. Like if you, not any woman, but you know, if let's say you have $500 billion daCAT, and it's like, hey, it's going to be like another 2K or whatever to get in. But also we're doing that for Tammy because she's diamond hands. You know, she has more DEVVE than I do. She has a good amount of Definity and a good amount of OMI, diamond hander, and again, pretty much professional poker player over there. Anywho, let's keep on going. Early glimpse of OMI at these levels, yeah. Of course, girl. So what happened today? Well, let's take a look at the markets. Trump had just said he wants to put another 50% tariffs on Europe, and Europe can try to unite and be like, yeah, we're gonna fight Trump on it. Good, like no other country. If all of the other countries on Earth combined said, yeah, we're gonna try to outlast the U.S., it wouldn't work. They had that chance, and everyone folded like a lawn chair. Like it's not gonna work. So they can try to. They don't need to outlast. Like their people will riot. They will. I mean, even in China, this is why China came to the table. It's because of the fact that I have a good friend, Roy, that's over in China, and the people are straight up not okay. They're not having a good time. There was, uh, in China, don't if they come and like take you away, like you're done. A ton of human rights violations. They have concentration camps over there. So they're free-ish, unless you. I mean, we were worried about Jack Ma a few years back, where he wasn't seen for like a month, and this dude is like the Jeff Bezos of China. Anyway, yeah, you can only do that for so long before everybody rises up. So China's like, okay, yeah, we gotta get these factories open up and running, and we gotta get our people paid. So that's why they're negotiating here. But either way, the markets do not like the volatility. So on that tariff news, the markets just took an absolute dump, and they tried to fight back a little bit, and then they dumped again. We were less than 24 hours ago, 111,700, and now we are $107,200. So it's a pretty decent 4% dip, and that's on Bitcoin. Obviously, taking the rest of the market down with it. Ethereum down 5%, XRP down 5.5%, BNB down 4%, Solana down 3%, Dogecoin down 8%, Cardano down 7.5%, Tron down 2.3%. Now it's on 2.1%. So really just down 2%. And that's just the top 10. And granted, most of the rest of the market is like that. Pepe's down 10%. But it doesn't look like anything got like new. Oh, the Trump token's down 14%. Okay, so that renders down 11%. But it doesn't look like anything really got nuked. Sonic got is down 10%. Like nothing's down like 20 or 30%. It's not like and I'll go back to it yesterday when Cetus got hacked from Sui, and when Cetus, who's the main liquidity provider, it's the main liquidity provider, decentralized exchange on Sui, was hacked, and like $11 million in Sui was drained from the Sui/USD pool, and most tokens were down 75 to like 90-ish%. So just take a look at that. So all of those, and this is just like number 2 through 11. Axol, Suri, Hippo, Squirt, Summon, B-Shark, Uni, Pikachu, Wet, Blub, ISG, and Lofi was down 75 to 93% from that. So it's just been a bloody, and then Shiro got hacked in a different way. So it's just been a crazy. Now, granted, Shiro was down like 60%, bounced back a bit today. We'll go over that. But despite it being a mega bloody day in the markets, the one that outshined everyone is OMI. And it's not just like, okay, yeah, OMI went down 1% and everything else went down like 8%. No, OMI's up. And it's not like up like 0.5%. Well, it's technically in the green. No, it's straight up double digits. It's up 10% on the day. Now, granted, they were up like 25% on the day at this morning, because we had rocketed up to 00027. Now we're at 00029, pretty much 00024. So again, you had that. You see it on the chart, have that wicked spike, and then we come back down to. But we're still up more than 10% on the day, which the volume is 3.2 million. We were at maybe 2-ish. We were at like 2.1 maybe, and then we went straight up to 2.5, 2.6 on that crazy spike that you see here. And we're not 100% sure why. If you go back, like this happens like multiple times over the last couple months, and even I wish it would show you the year. I think on CoinMarketCap it might show you the year. So let me go search that. Komi on CoinMarketCap. If I take a look at it doesn't really. But we have a couple of big spikes up in there that happened in like the December, January mark. I think a lot of those spikes are really just whales that don't want to wait. Like it's like I see it the opposite way when whales want to sell, and instead of just doing like 5K here, 10K there over a couple of days, like I'm gonna just drop like 300K, and they get like 200 something K of it, and they would have just gotten so much more if they would have just done it patiently. And same thing with these whales that put in like 500,000 today, just buying up people's sell orders. Like if you would have just done it over a couple of days, they would have actually gotten a better bang for their buck. They would have gotten more money, but they're just like, send it, and they did. They sent it. Of course, Bay. Yeah. Let's do. Oh God, Mr. MC1 quoting says, "Randy live now. Great news." Let me give him a meow because I love him. So yeah, it's really nice to see that in a sea of red, there is one thing that's green, and again, not just green by like 0.5%, but by 10%. So pretty nice they got double digits there. Will this pump sustain? Is this our new floor? Probably not. Somebody had, I mean, everyone asks me every day, what's going to be this catalyst? I don't know, but I do know. We take a look at Raoul Paul. He said something recently. I think it was yesterday online, or maybe it was a comment on something. Yeah, I'm not. It was definitely a comment because I remember commenting on it, and it wasn't a, or maybe this was it. It says, I'm trying to endlessly get across a couple of core messages in the world of the exponential age and currency debasement, the megatrends. You don't own enough crypto, and when you do, you don't own enough NFTs, as art is the upstream of wealth. So every time he mentions NFTs, I give him a little tweet, and I say, agreed, always compliment. That, for example, this mint number of a Disney collectible on VeVe Official was purchased for $11,000. Others purchased via OMI on the secondary market. So I got to make sure to show both things there, both VeVe and OMI, because you got to. Anyway, let's continue on here. Actually, let's go over some of the tokens here outside of OMI, which I have another couple of friends that are looking to get a lot. So it'll be a large OTC deal I'm trying to set up though, just because it's, as a buddy of mine that he got OMI like 5 years ago, like got it when it was like quad zeros. He's got a bunch, has a big tax bill though, and he's like I'm on payment plan. I pay every month with interest, but I'd rather not. The one thing he hates more than like selling, and granted he's not at a loss, he's in a huge gain from it, is paying the IRS and like any extra than he has to, and he doesn't want to nuke the charts. He doesn't want to be like release like $250,000. So we're doing an OTC deal, so we'll get a little bit of a discount. And again, my friends always they get to share in these discounts because when you network with whales, a lot of times you're able to go in and get the spray. Anywho, let's move on past the OMI. Let's do Shiro first because they had a past couple of days. They had a day. They are down 8.8% on the day. Obviously, if you go back 7 days ago, not just on the day, it's like even worse. It's like a 50% thing. 57%, give or take. But they were down to like 4 million market cap at one point, up to 6.2 now. So a bit of, if you caught the bottom, you're looking good. And they are doing, I think, another from them like another 40-ish thousand in buybacks. Plus the fact that they are making everyone whole. So if you missed that story yesterday, basically they got hacked. The liquidity pool got drained. So what they have to do is they have to take from the business development wallet everyone who got like drained in that liquidity pool. They have to make everyone whole again. Like, so there was a bunch of plans that they were going to do with other stuff. And now if you buy like, I think $50 or $100 worth of Shiro, they give you an extra 50% on top of that. You have to hold, I think, for like a week. But if you buy, let's say, and it's like an unlimited amount. So if you buy like, well, I don't know if it's unlimited because if you buy like $1 million worth, I don't know if they're going to give you like a half a million worth. So let me see if I can give Hero a call real quick, and see if it is unlimited or there are limits on that, because I don't want to report fake news or report the wrong thing. So let me go see. Kuma saying, let's go. My man Kuma, how you doing, fam? Kuma saying first. First is the worst. Second is the best. Third is the one with the treasure chest. Fourth is the one with the polka dotted dress. Oh, hey, everyone. Oh, there'll be some comments here. Almost had you, but I guess it doesn't. Okay, I forget the name of that song. Almost had you. I think it was Bowling for Soup. All right, anyway, Hero is not answering, so I will go in the Shiro whale chat. Oh God, where are they? Shiro, but that's the whale Shiro. Where the heck are there? Ladies on Soul, Sharby, Squidgrow. I think they're called. All right, sure, Nickel Fat Cats. How much can one buy and still get the 50% bonus? My fans want to know. Okay, moving on. Hi there, Hey says, hope you're doing well. End of the year prediction. Well, so somebody asked me the other day, I think it was today. There was like a YouTube comment. What do you think we get to 001 by November? And it's contingent on when the narrative hits, and it's contingent on if NFT. Well, I guess if NFTs, like, so I subscribe to the theory, to the notion that NFTs will be cool again, and NFTs will be popular. NFTs will have its day, the same as AI and gaming and DeFi and all that other stuff. Like, it'll have its day in the sun. What I am not sure of is when that can be. It seems that NFTs have been picking up. Obviously, NFTs have evolved a little bit. And actually, I messaged David this not too long ago. Let me find it. It was about Epic Games, and obviously that's been talked to death, a few weeks back, saying that the ruling, where that judge ruled, affects 50,000 apps on Apple's App Store. But hidden in the fine print is a $3.2 billion opportunity. It's how the NFT industry is about to explode. Apple's App Store grip just got crushed. Epic's legal win means developers no longer have to pay the 30% Apple tax on in-app purchases. David and VeVe are already working on this. So them and over 50,000 games can now use their own payment rails. And that changes everything for NFTs. Until now, NFTs on iOS were nearly impossible. OpenSea CEO said Apple's 30% cut made NFT sales on mobile unaffordable. Marketplaces couldn't survive losing a third of each transaction, except for VeVe, they did. And that barrier disappeared. And the timing couldn't be better. While attention shifted to AI and meme coins, NFTs matured quietly. Since the 3.2 billion weekly peak in 2021, the space has rebuilt in the shadows. And what's emerged tells a different story. NFTs are no longer expensive status toys. The tech has improved, better chains, and lower fees. NFTs that once cost over $1,000 now mint for under $1. That means broader access and a healthier market. But the price shift isn't the only evolution. The best NFT projects have grown into real intellectual property. Pudgy Penguins landed in Walmart. Bazuki launched an anime studio backed by its community. And Claynosaurs is working with Gameloft, winning animation awards. These aren't JPEGs, they're franchises. NFTs represent programmable identity, and with Apple's ruling, that identity goes mobile. OpenSea's OS 2 is already preparing for the shift, but here's what most people are overlooking. This is the real adoption curve in motion. First came the hype in 2021, and the crash in 2022, followed by an infrastructure phase over the past 18 months, and now real-world utility is arriving. Gold and silver VeVe logo is a prime example of that. The next stage is where fortunes are made. Even Vitalik Buterin signaled the shift by changing his avatar to a Milady NFT. Markets are taking notice. When there's money to be made, they will come. NFTs are becoming cultural signals and status markers, but this revolution is quieter than you might expect. AI makes content creation easier than ever, which makes proving digital ownership more important than ever, something that VeVe's been very good at. OpenSea CEO says it's best for human culture to thrive online. You need verifiable ownership. And just look at the markets. CSGOs have reached a $5 billion market cap. I repeat, CSGO's skins have reached a $5 billion market cap. But they, like VeVe, live in a closed ecosystem. NFTs, now free from Apple's restrictions, offer the same experience on open global rails. Everything is converging. The next NFT boom won't look like 2021. It'll be mobile first, utility led, and backed by real IP. Everything that's on VeVe, projects delivering value now, will be the ones to capture the 3.2 billion opportunity ahead. The question is whether you'll recognize the pattern in time. So founders, this is your window. And again, VeVe's already working on this. The Apple ruling cleared the final obstacle, and now is the time to build NFTs with real world use, not just speculative hype. So when the NFT narrative comes back, OMI should be well into the mid double zeros at some point in there, and then at the peak, probably a couple of cents. But that might not come until early next year, like November, December. We might still be in this, you know, 000 stuff, or it could happen early, and we could see that in August, July, even. When stuff runs, it runs. Like it doesn't take like 18 months for it to, you know, run and be super choppy. No, for altcoins that happens in a couple of weeks, like maybe 2 months, but that typically happens in a couple of weeks. Obviously, this bull market is much different than last, but so again, end of the year, I don't know. I'll give you again those predictions where at most points in the run, you'll probably be in the mid double zeros. At the peak, you'll probably be a couple of cents. But I don't know when that is. I don't know when that timing would be. Planet Vampire says, hi, y'all. What's up, Planet Vampire? How's it going, fam? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Not a lot of liquidity. Yeah. So the post I made this morning was just like by Dr. Strange. What's up, Dr. Strange? I said there's not a lot of liquidity for OMI. And again, I'll bring that up right now. The most amount of liquidity that you have for OMI is going to be on the base token, at least that Americans can buy, is on base. $266,000 for a $64 million market cap, which actually means it's only $124.8 thousand worth of OMI. Whereas my IP, daCAT, has $349,000 worth of liquidity that's locked for 997 years with a $1.6 million market cap. So you have on the address there, it's 177,000, which is, yeah, good amount. So I continue on X saying, so that doesn't take much for the price to go up. The 23% gain on OMI that you saw this morning was just from a couple of minutes where people had thrown in a couple $100,000. What happens when NFTs are cool again? What happens when VeVe Official is a household name? And what happens when tens of millions of dollars go into the token? Gonna squeeze. It's gonna go nuts. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, let's move on here. Let's go to Definity because we got some good news there. Up about 3% on the day. So there, which is not like a ton. It's just, but again, it's something that happens to be up on a day where everything is red. And it's 21,000 in volume at a $6.2 million market cap, fully diluted, 6.9, went nice down below for 69. And yeah, this is one of my favorite projects. It's not going to do as much as VeVe this month because VeVe already grossed 500K, and they're probably going to do how many days? Oh, we still got a week left. They're probably going to do like 530, 550, 550. Definity will not do that this month. But they're still doing hundreds of thousands. They're still in the six figures. So definitely more than half of that. And they'll come on the channel, I think in around 10 days. I'd like it to be the first week of June where they say like, hey, here's what we did. And then this way that gives them the rest of the month of June to really like hammer that home and be like, okay, let's get this bread. Because then it's the end of the quarter, end of the first half of the year. What do you need? More monies? I don't mind. Sheesh. All right. So it looks like if anyone wants to throw up that, I mean, again, we'll talk. I was like, we'll bring it up to her again in a week or so. I'll put she's on the fence, right? Meow. And hopefully, and I'm not gonna lie, because the cat is so like volatile, and again when it's up, I don't know. Well, and we'll go up to the cat right now. Although the cat's actually down today, 6.5%. So it is a down day. But this may be one of the cheapest places that Tammy can get in because Again, pretty volatile. It's up 161% over the last 30 days. So I would rather her do it sooner than later. Cause like for her, like God forbid, uh, I was like God for you meow 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 meow. Um, fuck it. um, yeah. Okay, cool. Send me the cat wallet address after. Yeah, because I guess I'd rather her do it now as opposed to how many, because again in 2 weeks it could be up another 100%. Then it doesn't cost her 3K to get there. It costs her 6K to do that, and her 1,500 is actually 3K, and then the community has to give another 3K. Like, and that's actually she's gonna do it soon. So I'll let all right, cool beans. And then okay, all right. Tammy making some moves out here. And actually she's you also get of any kind of news we get in the future. All right, cool. Where was I? Playing some off the grid, listening to Randy. Life is good. What up, Kuma? Good times. Good for you. Good for you. You get that bread. Off the grid, I've heard is very. I haven't had the pleasure of playing, but I heard it's a very good game. I've heard people are getting that bread. Ooh, Debbie's down 10%. No wonder my portfolio's all the way down because Debbie's at 53 cents. Oh God, my back, bro. I collapsed like a ton of bricks this morning. I just getting out of the shower, putting some pants on, and I guess just trying to get my sock on in the pant, and then just, bro, I collapsed like one of Andy's toys. I was straight up not having a good time. My tablet fell off the counter. My fist was in the toilet. I was like, oh my God, this is so gross. It's a clean toilet, but anywho. Oh, what's up, Tammy? I was just talking about you. All good things. All good things. Gotta love that. Anyway, let's do 1273 down the Rockefeller Street. All right, let's do the rest of DEVVE here, and let's see what the volume was. 928,000 in volume. Granted, a lot of that is still swapping. Let's see where that came from. I'm gonna guess mostly. Oh, actually, a lot of it was on Gate.io. 385 on Gate.io, then over 250,000 on Uniswap, and then 178 on MEXC, 60K on LCX exchange, and 20K on LN on LA token, another 20K on Hybit. Okay, that's cool. So it was diversified a little bit. Speaking of dexes and sexes, daCAT, we're going to try to not get on centralized exchanges. Hang on one sec. Speak of the devil, and shall appear. Hey-o. Tammy she's got that bread. All right. Let's do she did get that bread. Okay, all right, so all right, hit receive EIV. Okay, I hit receive, and the address should pop up. Should be able to send it to her. I might not need it because I think it ends in that. Yeah, it should be. I have the address. She did it. Okay. Let me go because Tammy, you're famous in the daCAT. So let me go and say, that's my bay. Remember that episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy where Ed was like, "No, that's my horse." No, that's my bay. How do we break it down? All right, so now Milady has 578, so she needs 422. All right, 422 billion, and then we'll paste. That's her Addy, and she's got a good Addy. Cool Mo saying, no, Tammy, let's freaking go. Let's get that friend. Hi, Cool Mo. Yeah, my bad. All right. Anyway, let's keep going here. 0. Okay, hang on once. I just want to make sure I gave the right. Yeah, we good. All right, we'll get it to you. We'll get it to you in under 24 hours. Meow, 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 meow. All right, now let's go. We have a bit of news to go over as well from yesterday, which we didn't have. I forget the stuff I went over yesterday. I didn't have too much time. Apple, Tesla, Nvidia shares to trade as digital tokens on the crypto exchange Kraken. 90% of each crypto cycle is about Bitcoin only. Altcoins' majority of the pump happens in just 4 to 5 months. Last cycle, altcoins' major gain happened from January through May. And in 2013-2017 cycle, altcoins' majority pump happened from June through December. So be patient because altcoin rally will happen. It is likely not going to happen until after Bitcoin goes crazy and gets like 300,000. I don't know if it gets 300K. I don't know if it gets 200K. Should definitely get to 180. Maybe even beyond that. As a buddy of mine says, I'm thinking Definity will be one of those immediate success stories. Building in the dark for years will be rewarded, and the time is soon to arrive where competence, hard work, and pre-built systems meet opportunity. There'll always be some people dumping in this market as they get bored / fear when no movement / updates and FOMO into other projects. And also, Definity's buys are going to be from if institutions want to get a discount on what Definity is doing, then they need to buy from the market, and they're going to do that soon. Okay, oh God, I forgot oh God. Okay, so there's no limit. Oh, so even if they purchase 100K worth? So Hero's saying no limit, like on the buys, like if you buy 100K worth, are they going to give like an extra $50,000 worth of Shiro? There's like no way, right? Like, at what point do y'all run out of? Because like I most people are buying when they buy like a couple grand worth, or like 500K worth. I'll wait for that answer. Anywho, South African president. Oh my God! So Trump had the president of South Africa come to the White House and basically show him a montage of all like the atrocities that were happening in South Africa, and wild times. The new intelligence suggests that Israel is preparing a possible strike on Iranian nuclear facilities. Well, if it's on the nuclear, bro, so I've been hearing since like the 90s, like legit since the 90s, that Iran was like really close to having, nukes. Like they were really close to entering the countries. That like I've been hearing for 30 years. Are they probably close now? Probably. I mean, there's got to be a couple of those guys in there that are sure they know how to do it. But yeah, that's a very complicated situation. I don't know. Spain orders Airbnb to take down 66,000 rental listings because apparently Spain just doesn't want. They don't want tourists there, which is wild. BlackRock yesterday bought $26.4 million worth of ETH on Coinbase. When ETH pump? I don't know. We'll see. Ladies on, I'm done now with the Ladies on the Soul comic. I know Pixie has been very, very busy over the last few days. So what we're going to do is, if you want to be listed as an artist on VeVe, we're going to have a competition for the Ladies on Soul on drawing certain things. Like, I'll give you like a page out of the comic, and you can draw it, and then whoever's the winner, they get to go in and they get to be an artist on VeVe, and they get to draw the comic. It's 26 pages, only charging her for 25, but 26 pages, and yeah, that's your chance to go in and get that bread. Anywho, let me continue on. Oh God, let me continue on again. Why don't I get notifications for this? All right, let me keep going here. NFC. So I don't know if VeVe actually spoke in this, but the non-fungible conference, they were on there the other day on Space, and I was listening for a bit, but VeVe wasn't speaking, so I was like, okay, I don't care, and I was just busy. I had to leave. I had a bunch of meetings the other day. Can't go over this. Oh, bring. Oh God, they're saying bring it. Oh, okay. So, bro, if any, they're saying if you buy any amount of Shirou, but you have to hold for a month. If you buy any amount of Shirou, doesn't matter what it is, you get a 1.5x bonus. Like, if you buy, let's say $10 worth, you get an extra $5 worth. You get an extra 50% bonus. So if you buy $100, you get an extra $50. If you buy $1,000, you get an extra $500 holding for a month. So whatever you buy, if you hold for a month, you get an extra 50%. My good golly gosh. And again, you have to hold for a month. So, like, in a month's time, that is, you get 50%. Now, granted, you get 50% of what you hold for that month. So if the price stayed exactly the same, you get an extra 50%. But they just had a wicked down day, and you might, and could the price go down more? Sure, price go down for everything all the time, but that would be nuts. And if the price goes down, obviously, it would have to lose so much percent that even with the 50% bonus, you don't make money. But that's on the worst case scenario. What if it goes up? And again, they were just at like a 17 million. Granted, they had the hack. They are looking at some type of restitutions as well. I guess they're investigating with a couple of different ways. So when fear is high, tends to be what people do. And again, the community is just so strong. And the daCAT people are saying traders are not patient. We are. And to create, okay, nope. All right, let's move on here. VeVe has posted Darkwing Duck number 4 is coming out. I'm not gonna lie, I used to love Darkwing Duck when I was a kid, and I didn't know that Dynamite had the IP, and I like Thundercat. So Thundercats number 1 from Dynamite was okay. I'm glad I read it. Was it a super spectacular, like let me show you one that I really love on VeVe. And again, these are the newer stuff. Let me pull that out of there. Let me put that over there. Okay. Go to my collection. Go to my comics. Oh, I got to talk about the Lisbon party thing as well. So in a few. Oh my gosh, why do I have so many comics? I still never read the Planet Death Zero. I should. Okay, so Predator versus Spider-Man is so good. That is, oh my God, that is so, Predator versus Spider-Man is so good. And let's say like Stephen King has amazing novels, right? But a lot of people are like, well, he doesn't know how to end them, Okay, fair. The ending on Predator vs. Spider-Man #1 is so good. Like, it's the same as the ending on Aliens vs. Avengers #1. The ending on Aliens vs. Avengers #1, when the scream that I scrumped, I was like, oh, like it was so good. I did the same exact thing on Predator vs. Spider-Man. The ending on Thundercats #1 made it so that, hey, I like this comic. It made it from me going to like, I'm glad I read that. I'm glad I did, because I got to go on this little adventure and it was cool. Like, so if you like Thundercats, buy the common or the uncommon for like $1, $2, whatever it is, over on the secondary. Or if you want to gamble, go for the secret rare, whatever you want. Um, I forget what I was talking about here. Oh yeah, so Darkwing Duck. All right, the number 4 is coming out over on VeVe at Dynamite, and I just don't like. I read the Powerpuff Girls holiday special from like a few months back, and I can't even say that. That's a lie. I read part of it and I didn't finish because I was like, this is just not good. Like, now granted, it was like a holiday special, which maybe I should try another one, but it just wasn't good. It like wasn't the girls, wasn't the personality. Like, I don't know if when the last time y'all have seen like clips of like the old school Powerpuff Girls, they were violent. Like there was some unnecessary damage that they did. Like, they one time broke into prison just to beat the shit out of Mr. Mojo Jojo while he's serving time for a crime he already committed. They just woke up one day, chose violence, and it's like, yeah, prison's like not too good for him. And like they broke his fingers, that part of his brain was missing. Like, it was, and I got none of that. I got, like, when the Rowdy Rough Boys, they were all like, they were killing each other. I got none of that. Now, granted, in the holiday special, they're probably not going to do stuff like that, but um, I don't know. Even when Bubbles goes like hardcore, and Bubbles, she's like a little tiny blonde girl and beating up people, and she's like, "Have mercy," and she's like, "Mercy's for the weak." Like, I don't get any of the unhinged moments in the Powerpuff Girls comic, so I can't recommend it. But Aliens vs. Avengers and Predator vs. Spider-Man, oh my god, so good. And again, Thundercats, I'm glad I read it. But is it worth $7? Depends. So Shiro Nugo posted yesterday, we are resilient, our community is strong, our team is dedicated, and we will not give up. I love those little guys. Anyway, Omar saying, good evening. Goes says, OMI volume's higher than I've seen in 3 years. It's definitely higher. Definitely higher. Sweet Chow says, what is the volume on OMI? Like 3 million, which again, Shiro has millions of dollars per day. For OMI, it's like normally 1 to 2 million. And we're actually moved down a bit now, down to 231. So we're at 3.2. So like a good day for us is like an average day for Shiro. And that shouldn't happen. Like, a good day for us is an average day for a good volume day for OMI is an average day for Shiro, and that's just like we've got to fix that. And part of it's because of the liquidity of the token. There's more liquidity on my meme token, which granted it is a business pre-revenue, but there's more liquidity on daCAT than there is for OMI on base. That I will continue bitching about that until that is fixed. Kumo saying CoinMarketCap has it 5.5 million. CoinGecko had it at 3. All right, so let's take a look. Why did this? Oh, okay. Copy. Yeah, we're at. Yeah, it does say 5.28 million. That's. I don't know why they have that. Although, if we go to their, it's B-Box. Oh yeah, so I've never heard of DeepCoin, because DeepCoin does not show on. It doesn't show on CoinGecko. But DeepCoin shows on CoinMarketCap, and it shows 2 million. And this is not the only day where it's had a million plus volume. But you take away DeepCoin, then it gets down to 3.2 that we see over there. But yeah, like this is not something. I'll tell you right now, like DeepCoin has 2 million in volume. That's not something that a Comey like filled out an application for and sent in and paid a listing fee. No, they straight up renegade listed, and I don't know what DeepCoin is, and it's a USDT pairing. I don't know where it's from. I don't know where it went Cotton Eye Joe, but it's there on CoinMarketCap. And again, DeepCoin doesn't even register on CoinGecko. But you're not the only one to. But there's been other people asking me about it, and again, straight up, this is not a Comey's doing. They just renegade listed us, and there's a lot of volume on there. I don't know where that came from, but I'll take it. Always considered good volumes. Oh God, Bitcoin is. I don't know. 10, 11. What is 9? 10, 11, 12 figures. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's $49 billion in volume for Bitcoin. So, clear David and Goliath type deal. So it's too long, Randy. We'll explain. Oh yeah. I explained lots of stuff. What we got here? We got Jason's order saying, "How about that OMI volume? We getting that bread? We getting that bread?" Who did what? Okay, so I'll say I'll send. So let me go to because I don't want this falling on one person for Baker. Saying like saying I'll send her some too. Don't want you doing that by yourself. Yeah. Okay. Connor, give me those meows. What up, Connor? Meow. And then let's continue on with the rest of the stuff here. The rest of the news. Oh, girl. So yeah, the VeVe posted yesterday, pop culture anniversary gaming. Happy birthday to the legendary Pac-Man video game. On this day, I see clearly. This is May 22nd in 1980. The yellow pie-shaped Pac-Man character who travels around a maze, trying to eat dots and avoid 4 hunting ghosts, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde was the original, but nobody liked Clyde. They replaced Clyde with Sue. She's the better of the ghosts. And to this day, Pac-Man remains one of the most popular video games in history. Is Pac-Man your favorite vintage video game of all time? Share your favorite memories in the comments down below. Let me go. Oh, do I not have it? All right. Shout out to whoever used my link down below to sign up for the DEVVE exchange because it's I'm at 51 referrals now. There'll be a lot of trading fees coming in, hopefully before the end of this year. I don't know when they're going to release that exchange. Anyway, or when they're going to announce who the freaking partner is. We've been waiting for like a year on this. Legendary, yeah. So be advised, this marketing campaign that they seem to be doing, where they are taking their really popular things on specific dates in history, and they're saying shout out to them, and some of us are speculating, hey, do they have Minecraft? Do they have Pac-Man? Do they have, Bandai Namco? Like, I don't know. I mean, big licenses, it would make sense that David could get these if he really wanted. Do they? I don't know. Water is so good. Okay. Now, the other day when somebody asked that about Minecraft, they're like, hey, is this a partnership or is this just a post? And VeVe's like, this post is just commemorating a moment in history. Yeah, it's a big moment. And that was good for the rest of them. But they said this post is not a partnership. This post is just about commemorating an event. So up until they say, no, we do not have partnerships with X, Y, and Z, I'm going to leave it open as they could. Bandai Namco, for those that don't know, it's a Japanese video game publisher. They have development operations were spun off to a new company in 2012, Namco Bandai Studios, now called Bandai, and they have Pac-Man, Tekken. Oh god, if they get Tekken, bro, Yoshimitsu, bro, King, bro, like Yoshimitsu and King were my guys in like the Tekken 4. King is a cheetah. No, he's like a jaguar. He's a man with a jaguar head, and he gives people DDTs and he drop kicks them and he just fudges people up. I could pwn people as King. Yoshimitsu is arguably much harder to control, but when he can teleport. Yoshimitsu can teleport. So Yoshimitsu. Oh god, such good. Anyway, hard to control, but it's so good. Anyway, they have Soul Calibur, dude, Nightmare on Soul. The biggest sword. No, it's not a euphemism. He actually has a big sword. Tails, Ace Combat, Taiko no Tatsujin, The Idolmaster, Ridge Racer, and Dark Souls. Ooh, Dark Souls. Ooh, that's a good one. So this is all the stuff that that fall under Bandai Namco, and that would be great if we got them. Ash Crypto Real says Bitcoin's monthly RSI has broken back above 70, re-entering overbought territory for the first time in months. Historically, in the last two bull cycles, Bitcoin peaked when RSI reached around 90. We're not there yet. We are yet to enter the euphoria phase. And shout out to my fans for putting my face on the Statue of Liberty with a Pokeball up top. I would love to use this when I'd love to use it if we ever get Pokemon. Maybe one day. One day. There's a pretty big OMI bear and VeVe bear that has straight up lied about VeVe, that have straight up dragged their name through the mud, cast aspersions on the token and the company. And they're just like, yeah, I bought a bunch of OMI. And I was like, what? And this is like 2 days ago. Maybe they knew someone was. Now, also, if there's a rumor, and well, it's not a rumor, it's just guesswork. Typically for these types of trials that VeVe had, and again, they put behind them, the other party had a chance to appeal, I think up until today, and that also might be where it came from. Okay, they're not appealing, let's send it. But I would have expected a much larger and sustained pump if that were to happen, and it didn't. So yeah. Okay, sorry. Let me keep on going, y'all. Bargain mart meeting all your special needs. What's up, Connor? How's it going? Hi there, Hey says, with less of a team now to communicate to the community, how do you feel this will change the landscape of how we interact with our investment? I think that a lot more stuff will get done more efficiently, because when you have like 3 different bosses all in different time zones, like David was, well, I can't say where he was, but I think he's in London now. He did travel somewhere recently before he went to London, and again, I think, and I don't know why. I can guess. I can guess why, but again, he should be in London either now or he should be in London now. But he did have a pit stop to make before then. And David was actually on a stream today too. I forget which stream, but he was on somebody's stream today. So good for him on that. Oh, okay, yeah, that can work. Sorry, had to do something. So and as he should, if you're gonna claim that you're going back to what's a founder-led type of company, then yeah, you should. We should see the faces of the founders more often. But that's just my opinion. I'm ready to sit back with less interaction, waiting for David. David, I feel you. I feel you. This is not a professional poker player. I pretend I know how to play. I feel like the only reason you're not a professional poker player is because you choose not to be. Like, I mean, like you work, and if you didn't and you just played poker, I feel like you could be like not easily. It's hard work, but it would be simple for you to do. I don't even know if she's listening anymore. In a Comey we try saying OMI moves on its own. It does. It does what it wants. It takes no prisoners. It will not be denied. It will not be denied. All right, moving on. Let's keep on going here. Where was I? Oh, when someone no can't do this. Is this So Comics and Crypto posted yesterday, major shakeup in the comics world, and I did touch upon this yesterday, saying Boom Studios, now under Penguin Random, is pulling its entire catalog from library digital platforms. This move limits access for readers, especially those relying on libraries for diverse and inclusive titles like Lumberjanes and Once and Future. It's a significant loss for library patrons and a step back for equitable access to comics. In July 2024, Penguin Random House announced its agreement to acquire Boom Studios, integrating it into Random House World's portfolio. This acquisition was seen as a strategic move to expand Penguin Random House's presence in the comics market. Now, could Boom Studios come to VeVe official? Given Penguin Random House's acquisition of Boom Studios and VeVe's existing relationships with major publishers, it's very plausible that Boom titles could be introduced to VeVe's platform in the future. Such a move would align with Penguin Random House's strategy to broaden its digital offerings and VeVe's goal to diversify its content library. However, until an official announcement is made, this remains speculative. Fans of Boom Studios should stay tuned for updates from both Penguin Random House and VeVe regarding potential collaborations. Bum, bum, bum. And we're doing good things, David. Say the line, Bart. Say it. Say it. Oh. What a bay. What a bay that this guy is. He's so cute. Somebody messaged me before, as of the other day. It wasn't even to me. It was a group message. It says it's a plan. Paths to alt season. Phase 1. Bitcoin, flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing price surges. We're seeing that now. Along with phase overlap. Money flows into Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. And then Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. We're kind of in that phase where Ethereum is struggling to catch. It's nowhere near all-time highs like Bitcoin is. But at some point, it will go back and forth and start outperforming Bitcoin. And then is phase 2. Phase 2 is Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening. Yeah, I think everything's built on ETH. Layer 2s, all this jazz. ETH is the best. They had the Petra update. ETH could flip Bitcoin. And when you hear that, it's like, okay, that's 100% phase 2. Next part of phase 2 is the phase overlap, where money's starting to trickle into large caps, where we see large buy-ups happening of the top 10. It could be Solana, it could be BNB, it could even out of that, it could be like AVAX, it could be SUI, it could be anything in like the top 50, maybe even the top 100. And then large caps, phase 3, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and large caps are going parabolic. And then you have another phase overlap, with regardless of market cap, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having pumps. And then phase 4 is alt season, where large caps have gone full vertical, and we're seeing blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, and micro caps all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. It seems that every coin is going parabolic, regardless of fundamentals. Memes are everywhere. Everyone's super excited, and you feel the mania in the air. We are not even on phase 2 yet, so give it time. Give it time. Looking forward to NFC. Oh yeah, that's soon. That's in like a week and a half, right? Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I unfortunately will not be able to go. Oh, my back. But I will do other stuff. I will report on it from afar. Oh gosh, where am I? 36th. Baku. Oh, he didn't do it, so I'll do it for you forever. Crypto Junkie Princess, like, why? Hello, it's been a while. Oh God, that was. I'm so sorry you had to wait 40 minutes for me to get to you. If I would have seen you beforehand, I would have said, "Hey, I'm sorry." So let me go in and take a picture and just go. That is an ugly photo of me, but I will message you on the, I don't even know. I think the messages are better right now. The X messages are better. And it'll be like, it took me a while, but I did it. It took me a while, but I got to you. Meow. Okay. I'll leave that up for a little while. Been a while, having some technical issues. Okay, that's fine. So VeVe says, experience the magic of VeVe in Lisbon. Join VeVe for an exclusive rooftop event during NFC Summit Week in Lisbon on 4 June 2025. The invite-only event is a chance to connect with the VeVe community, enjoy great company, and share a memorable evening in Lisbon together. Whether you're a longtime VeVe fan or new to us, this is your chance to RSVP for a landmark VeVe event. My back. Don't miss the unique opportunity to connect with fellow collectors in the heart of Lisbon. And yeah, good times. It didn't cost anything to craft today. I think it like 600 to 700 were crafted. So there were 1,000. See how many, 320. So exactly 680 of them were crafted, and they're on the market, I think, for $6. I mean, there's really no reason not. So I think today I think they only let you craft one ticket per account. And if that's the case, 680 people were on the app today, which is not great. Actually, I have a couple of things here that I have to. No, I don't want to do that. Confirm. I have so many messages. Couple of bugs here, but as far as active wallets on VeVe, we have our other thing. There were, well, the 22 May I couldn't find, but from 14 May to 21 May, we had two, almost three. 15 May was 998, but we had 2 days where we were over 1,000 users. Let's do so 8, 9. It's like 850, about 9, which is less than it was from the beginning of May, where we had over 1,000 users each day. Now we're down to like 950. It's back in the napkin math. So again, I would like to see, another step up there. I would like to see that. Now let's continue on. Bill Garner says, how about those tickets being craftable? I knew they would be. Yeah. And they didn't burn any. So that was nice. Bill Gardner, give me those dabs. JKRB, what up, fam? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And then, let's get to some more stuff here. Iron Studios. Yeah, Iron Studios said as well, dear customers, due to the recent increase in import tariffs resulting from trade relations between the United States and China, we inform you that Iron Studios products will undergo a 5% price adjustment. We emphasize that, given the current scenario, we have worked diligently to ensure that impact on the final consumer is as minimal as possible. We remain committed to transparency and to maintaining the quality of our products and services. We appreciate your understanding and feel free to contact us for any further clarification. Sincerely, Iron Studios team. Suja says, I have a herniated disc in my back. Getting an inversion table made a world of difference. I have one. It hasn't helped yet, but even the chiropractor is just like, yeah, it can. So I literally have one in there. I guess that could continue to help, but my bulging disc, I don't. It just hasn't helped me. Maybe I should do it like multiple times a day. I know there's like a stretch. I think it's the down dog position, and then you're supposed to go like that, and I'm supposed to do it like on the floor. And I do that a couple, but it's just like I noticed today though that as long as I stay loose, like I'm loosey goosey, and it's fine. Where if I stiffen up, that's when it goes and I die. But I don't know, like a lot of times, like, because like I can't work out and I can't stay loose. So it's like well, if you could work out and stay loose, then it wouldn't be a problem. But my back is so fucked. Hopefully in like a month the VA will start to cover this, and then I'll get that bread. Virgin tables are good. I have one as well. I have one too, and yeah, it's just not the. Maybe I should just do it more. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Elon Musk says he will cut back on political spending, saying, I think in terms of political spending, I'm going to do a lot less in the future. Bitcoin surpassed, well, this was yesterday, the Taiwan dollar to become the 8th largest currency in the world, and now it's down 5% on the day, so it's definitely not doing that anymore. Let's see. Let's take a look. We haven't checked on Bitcoin in 20 minutes, so let's, where are we at here? Let's check on it. Okay, 107.7. We were down to like 107.1 before, I think. So it looked like it had a little hop up. Yeah, it was 107.156. Now we're 107.556. Little hop up. There's that. President Trump says that U.S. is dominating in Bitcoin and crypto, and we're going to keep it that way. Lagar says, I used to hang from a bar when I messed them up. Yeah, I hang from that bar. Yeah, I hang from that bar a lot. And that does help. I feel like it helps. Like I feel the in my back. I mean, I'll show you. Because I've been sitting for like 90 minutes, so I gotta. Okay, yeah. So this is what I gotta do. I gotta just walk, stay loosey goosey, and then waddle over to the, and then just hang. And I don't know how long I'm supposed to do it for, but I feel it. After a few seconds, I feel it like loosening, and then I don't want to do it too much. But Heather Hayes says, so Randy, you always seem to be on, which I really do appreciate. I try. I had to stop. Well, I didn't stop. I just did a lot less. But for like a week, I sounded like Robert Kennedy. Yeah, I sound like, because I was just talking so much, and it was like destroying my throat. And then just having meetings like on top of that every day. Like today, I had like 2. So that was nice. But like this is my schedule. So there's just meetings all the time, and then live on top of that, sometimes twice a day. It takes a toll. It's curious how you deal with stress. Let's go. Used to be working out. Used to be like hitting the bag and now it's just like, bro. The warmth of a good woman like that. Like but even like, yeah, since the back kind of went and again, it wasn't even it from like September through like February, even when I wasn't working out, I could still like boink. And then obviously when I got back into the gym a little bit, obviously everything was going great. But like the last like 2 weeks have been horrible where I like, scared, man. I'm scared to do it. Yeah, it's not really, I mean, I don't really have stress though. I guess because I've had such crazy stressful times in my life before, uh like damn. It, doing the like I like this. Like I'm not gonna say that I like being so busy that I can't play video games, because I love video games. I don't want to say that I like not seeing my friends as often, as I can, because and that I have to schedule. Well, but this has been a thing with me for years. For example, getting out of the military, 2016, and then like going to school, it was pretty easy to hang out with friends. And then starting the high risk lending business in that May of 2017, where I was just okay, work, okay, and then gym, and I would still see friends for a good amount of time. But then like I dated like 5 different girls in 20, like actual like relationships, like, because my goal when I got out of the military was, okay, I'm gonna get an office job, I'm gonna settle down with a gal, I'm gonna get a dog, and this is gonna be good. And so I was trying to settle down. I was trying to like, I didn't say That was probably 2020 was probably the closest I ever got to having kids. Um, but in 2017, I was like, okay, let me gonna get a little NSFW over here. Let me go back to take you back to '73 before I ever had a multi-platinum selling CD. I was a baby, maybe I was just a couple of months. Fucking father must have had his panties up in a bunch because he split. Wonder if he even kissed me goodbye. So, and that was in March. That wasn't even in summer. Little bit leaner. I feel like every picture will get leaner. Was a fairly decent looking dude in 2017, and I think that might have been one of the best ones. So it dated some hotties in 2017. Um, but then I had then when these relationships like each one, and there was like 5 of them through 20 from late 2016 to early 2018. I legit had 5 relationships, like good quality girls, good quality like good for me. Well, I guess 2 of them weren't really good for me, but good quality, solid women that I could have pictured myself with in the long term, in conjunction with the fact that they just hit like all of these, like they were all intelligent, they were all like, and I know like most guys are like, okay, yeah, most guys want like a younger woman that they can like show off her arm candy, and I'm not gonna lie, they all look great. But a lot of times if I'm going to spend the rest of my life, I want someone that I can talk to. I want someone that like, I don't care how hot you are. If I can't talk about certain things with you, if you can't entertain an idea without be like, hey, what do you think of this idea? It's like, okay, this person isn't telling me this is what they think or this is the way things should be. They're telling me, what do I think of this idea? And at first glance, okay, I can know about this and that, and um, taking emotion out of it. And yeah, they just each one just clicked a bunch of boxes where it's like, hey, this is great, and then just mm. um so when those started, like after 2018, and I was doing PI jobs up on the side, using like military skills for doing a lot of other stuff. So this got, and then my liver got shot. Like I didn't get shot like pew-pewed. I just got I went to a friend's retirement party, and I survived, but the damage was done, and then my liver just went down for like a week. Think Pretty sure I almost died. Pretty sure I did die at one point, and then so yeah, I threw myself into work, and I just like, okay, I am working nonstop because I wanted to, like, when you almost die, you think like, okay, well, how do you want to be remembered? And I don't really like the word legacy, because I don't think I've earned that yet. Even 2018, I was like, I don't. Even now, I don't think I've earned that yet. But in 2018, me is like, okay, making some money now, very good at what I do. How do I want to change? And part of this was selfish. Like, how do I want to change how people view me, and how do I want to change? Like, actually, like you have that one like superficial way, but then how do you actually want to change the world? And I was like, okay, well, I can make money. I'm really good at that. So I was like, okay, and then legit like 3 months later, my appendix explodes, and I was like, okay, fuck, like what am I? So throwing myself into work, and then starting to buy these Pokemon cards, but never really started the business yet. Um, let's just say like right now, I'm kind of at the point in my life where nothing can really stress me out anymore. Like I'll tell you this happened like 4 months ago. Um, there's a large OMI deal that I was doing, or I was brokering, with a big whale that needed some cash, and I had to come up with several $100,000 to like broker this deal. And then so I went in for a bit. There's a bunch of other people that went in for a bit. But because the person that I was doing this deal with was like my friend, I was like, we don't need contracts, we don't need whatever. But then like two different people wanted like two different sets of contracts. I was like, okay, I'll write something up, and had to do it for two different people. And then one person I kind of knew well, the other person I didn't know at all. And because the friend that I was doing this deal with neglected to tell me that he actually didn't have the OMI, and it was actually in like somebody else's wallet that held it for him. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So now I'm in like breach of contract because I didn't get the OMI to this person that I had signed contracts with, because my friend just like didn't bother to tell me this. So, like, are you fucking kidding me? So I had to. So one person I gave my OMI to in order to get the deal done with him, because he was putting in like 150K or like 200, like however much it was, like maybe it was 250 or three, however much OMI he had, or however much OMI he was getting. I basically gave him mine, and I was like, okay, here's to get this deal done, to get you to commit. Here's my OMI right now. He puts in the money. Other guy put, and again, there's so many people in this deal, but the other guy that I had contracts with, where it lapsed that date, I just straight, he's like, hey, like what do we have to do? Like we'll go and we'll sue for damages, we'll do whatever. It's like, but we don't want to sue you, Randy. We just want to get our OMI. And I'm like thinking like, okay, so you're going to sue my friend? Like, oh, this deal, like this is not. So I'm on the phone with him, and I was like, listen, I'll borrow, like if I had any of my own OMI left to give, I would. But as of right now, I have dick. I have zero OMI because I already gave it to somebody else to get this deal done, so you can get this fucking discount. And then I was like, and that's the type of guy I am. Like, I legit gave all of my OMI away to somebody so that I can get this deal done, so that everybody else, including me, can get a discount. And I was like, listen, if you really want to push this like legally, like you can, but if I can offer an alternative here, give me a day. I'll go to a friend of mine, and I'll be like, hey, I need to borrow like 350 million OMI or 500, like however much it was, and I'll see what my friendship is worth to this person if it gets you, to not push this. And he's like, okay. So my friendship was worth the couple $100,000 to, give him that OMI. Deal got, so that was pretty stressful in January, December, X amount of months ago. So that was, and again, at that time, I couldn't go to the gym. I think I was drinking every day for that. So I was like, ooh. But yeah, like now, but outside of that, I like not really stressed as much, because like I know it's all gonna work out. Like I know where OMI's gonna go. I know what VeVe's going to do. I know what DEVVE is going to do. I know what Definity is going to do. There's I need a drink for this. In Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon is talking to Shmi Skywalker, say like, you can see things before they happen. That's why he appears to have such quick reflexes on everything. It's a Jedi trait. My superpower is determining which companies are undervalued, and knowing if the owners of them are good people, they'll pay back and they'll do the right thing. And I research the fuck out of it. So the risk and data analysis that I have in my brain is just unmatched. Like I'll put me up against anyone in the world if we have the same information. And so I'll tell you guys another thing. The Sanjay might not even know that he did this. When buying into my channel, you don't just get like the revenues. You don't just get like, yeah, these people are sponsoring the channel. Yep, you get your 10%. And again, Sanjay likely did this as a one, because it was cool. Two, because he knew he'd make money on it. He already got paid back. Like the 10K he gave me last year, got paid back and then some. So he knew he'd make money on it. But it's not. There's a buddy of mine that has a girlfriend down in Colombia, and he sponsors some of these kids, like to get them like baseball lessons, and like, hey, they don't have to worry about work, they don't have to worry about school, they don't have to worry about equipment. Their job is to get really good at playing baseball, because South America like breeds baseball players. They can play 12 months out of the year, and not doing it because he's not, well, he's a nice guy, but is doing it because he knows that one of these kids probably going to make it. One of these kids is probably going to be a Major League Baseball player, and he'll get 10% of everything they make. And again, most kids are not going to get that. Like most kids I sponsor is like, yeah, maybe they'll play some like minor league ball, whatever. In that same way, so and everybody that I know that's successful does this in their own way. My friend Daniel Hardwick, he's been on the channel. His superpower is he is so good at reading people. It's like he sees in the fourth dimension. He could look at you, and one conversation, he determines your future. Like he doesn't like affect it or whatever. He can see where you're going. He sees all the possibilities that you could become, that what you could do, and he determines like the most likely outcome, and he'll guide you towards that, whatever. I am as successful as I am because of Daniel Hardwick. Link tree down below. He's very good at what he's probably the best at what he does. And again, worked with him in the high risk lending industry. Again, he taught me most everything he knew about high risk lending. And then obviously we all put our spin on it, et cetera, et cetera. Why is my blanket over here? Getting chilly. So, get to my toesies down here. And part of the reason why Dan took me under his wing, kind of made me his like apprentice over there, is because he knew right away, oh, this kid is really good at what he does. And I love him, big brother. I've been very lucky for that for several times. And there's multiple other people that can get that type of praise, but I'll be here all night. Sanjay knew, like he saw the amount of videos, the amount of time, the amount of everything I put in there. And he also saw who was on the freaking channel. Okay. Prince of India has a crush on Randy. Okay. President Biden's campaign manager is friends with Randy. Okay. Ken Gwynn, he's got $1 billion in assets under management, CEO of Republic, friends with Randy. Whale Week. Okay. There's these all like, he wasn't just buying into the channel for his meager 10% gain, which again, he got back in 11 months. That type of money is peanuts to somebody like Mr. MC1. He bought in because of where he sees my network, the type of people that have influence in the world that I know that I could introduce him to, which I probably would have done anyway in general, but I guess I want to feel like he would earn it. And again, the risk and data analysis that I can do is just better than, on par or better than most anyone else in the world. And he knows he can go to me with any potential investing opportunity that he has. Randy, take 100 hours. Here's your notes. Here's your package. Come back to me with a report, and I'll do it. I will watch every single interview of every single person that's involved in that venture. I'll go over their profit and loss. I'll go over their everything that has to do with the company. And that type of work for somebody that's really good with it is just invaluable. And I'll tell you that somebody else is about to again about to purchase part of the channel, and it is not for the revenues. I mean, sure, they'll make money because they will. It's me, but it's for the relationships. It's for what I might become in the future. Let's say I'm a dragon type Pokemon. I was a Dratini back in like before 2016. Then I evolved into a Dragonair, and I was like, okay, getting close. Level like 53 over here. Couple more levels, evolve into a Dragonite. Boom, one of the best in the game. Why do women love musicians, especially or like starving artists? It's because the potential to be someone that's so great, that's so fantastically awesome, like that's why they do it. It's an investment. It could pay off. So I don't even know how we got on this topic. I feel like I've been had word vomit for a little while. So right now, to center myself again, I write. I finished the Ladies on Soul comic the other day. There's a couple more people. There's a couple more communities. We are in negotiations. At least one of them will do it. Oh, thank you, Omar. Tiffany Fong says, "What podcast should I download before my flight takes off?" Omar saying, "The Real Randy Chavez podcast." Whoa, what should I link? I should link something, right? I should link something. Let's go to my history. No, not my history. Let's go to my podcast. Oh, honestly, the most recent podcast I did with copy link. Yeah, with Sandy Carter. Oh my God, that was so good. This recent one is one of my favorites. Reply. Yeah, that was such a good podcast. Oh my God, I love that. Anyway, before I continue on with other stuff after trip down memory lane over here, let's go to everyone just smash that like button. That is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways of Patreon, super thanks button, super chats as well. Let's move on. I'm a bot saying, what's the mix of cryptos you hold by percent value? Mostly OMI, Definity, DEVVE. And then I have, outside of OMI, Definity, and DEVVE, daCAT, Shiro, Bumper, Ethereum, Moon Credits, Crappy Bird, Wrapped, Nets, Essence, USDC, Tether, Ethereum, USDC, Solana, Entangle, Baboon, Ladies on Soul, and a couple of other things. But those are most of them. I've outside of, there's Flow, there's Illuvium, there's Spores. I think I have a little bit of Senate, but these are all like very small amounts. Heather Hayes, if you had to put a percentage on how many VeVe users are OMI holds, ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. Probably most of them. A lot of them just want to get the extra MCP points. Or if they have something, it's a really, really small amount. Like it's super menial. As I look at math, let's say a millionaire had money to spend. How much OMI would they have to buy to bring it up to 001, 003? Yeah, you would need likely multiple millions for it. It depends on how many sell orders are out there. Yeah, it depends on how many sell orders, but you could bring it up just on Uniswap. You could probably bring it up like a 2 or 3x, even if you just put like 1 million. Because again, there's so little liquidity there. Abe says, "Hi Randy, $8 Definity, please." It's 200x from here. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's a 1.2, $1.3 billion market cap. Yeah, I see that. When, I don't know, but I can see that. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hang on 1 second. I have to. Baku forever. Thank you, Kumo, for being a member. Oh, Crypto Junkie Princess. Hello, girl. Hope you've been well. Yeah. Jason Payne 2000 says Randy landed a 3-digit Jabba for the say it. Givey didn't have LGT bread. I feel ya. Okay. Dar, one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Coin having a clearly stated trackable goal can be a very good marketing tool. Yes, it is. Oh God, this is so long ago. Disney acquired Lucasfilm, the studio behind Star Wars franchise, for approximately $4 billion in 2012. It comprised a cash payment of about $2.21 billion and the issuance of approximately 37.1 million Disney shares valued at $50 each at the time of closing. Uniswap wallet, supply shock, when the exchanges start buying, that could potentially, so the goal for daCAT right now is to have everyone just buy up. So we have a lot of liquidity in daCAT, right? Give me a sec here. So we have a lot of liquidity, 350,000, but is 44.69 trillion. So there's not, it's not a ton there. It's really not a ton. We also have the content creation angle. Yep. There's Disney. The content creation is how we get daCAT to go crazy. Could say we're going to show the power of the fans by raising the market cap to $4 billion would be nuts. I mean, to actually justify a $4 billion market cap for daCAT, you can't. I mean, to actually justify it, not just saying like, oh, it's a meme and it went stonks, because that happens with stuff that doesn't deserve it. But to actually justify that, you would need like a super successful TV show. You would need a super successful, and I'm not saying that we can't do an anime one day. Rush right off. I love that, man. Yeah, it'd be a lot of stuff. Low Rand says, what's better than Friday night watching the real Randy Chavez? I don't know. What is better than that? There's still a lot of and I got, you can still craft it. I mean, I don't think 1,000 people are going. And even if people wanted to go, they could buy it off the market for $6. So you could still craft it. Let me do, what's the rest of the news here? Oh God, I'm off it. Oh my God, there's still so much that I had to go over from yesterday. Friendly reminder to bridge your OMI from VeVe Official to Stacker World. More users are listing collectibles for OMI than ever. Dozens of comics and collectibles for $1. VeVe Market for less than $1, where VeVe Market has a 1-gem minimum. So overlook discounts, and Stacker will even tell you the price difference from the VeVe Market floor. So how you buy VeVe NFTs using OMI is Chris Coffey actually made a video recently, so maybe we get him back in the fam. OnlyFans is reportedly in talks to sell itself at an $8 billion valuation, which is nuts. EA Sports, it's in the game, saying, we're thrilled to announce that due to incredible resurgence and support from the community, development on Star Wars Battlefront 3 is officially underway. That is wild. daCAT token got #1 on Memezilla. Oh yeah, the new lady. So I guess for DEVVE, Davin mentioned on the DEVVE roundup that Anne Marshall is working with the team, and this speaks volumes. For those that don't know her, Anne isn't just any lawyer. She's a former legal director of France's top financial regulator, the AMF, key figure behind the PSA and framework, major contributor to the thinking that shaped MiCA, the most significant crypto regulation in the EU. Now she's a senior partner at daCAT Florence, one of the most respected legal firms in France, and she's actively advising DEVVE. This isn't just hype. This isn't a stunt. This is a heavyweight with deep experience in real regulation and institutional credibility, putting her name on something that passes every due diligence test. This is a Jedi on active duty, and it's hard to overstate what this says about the integrity, ambition, and legal rigor behind DEVVE. Projects like this don't come around often, and they certainly don't come with names like this attached. We're in very safe hands. This isn't just another crypto project. It's something else entirely. I got to make a whole ass video out of that. That is written so well. Oh, 310. Okay, copy. Do your thing, girl. Edit. You will bring balance. Number 44. Oh, bro. I don't know if y'all are watching that Diddy trial. Number 44 was mentioned. I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out. But yeah, wild times on that Diddy trial. Wild. This is like the OJ case of our time. Liquidity update for yesterday. Oh. Okay. TGA went from 575.9 billion to 503 billion. The RRP went from 109 billion to 173 billion. Bitcoin 105.6 to 111, which is now back down to 109. It was 109.1. Let me see what or it was 107.1, so it's a 107.7 now. So a little bit of little bounce back. Just say that's rude. I'm jealous of everyone working. Can I just, oh my God, I have to get out of this thing. This is, okay, sorry. Let's keep going. Shiro bounty is live. The Shiro bounty is complete these tasks. Post on X with some positive vibes about Shiro and tag 3 friends. Give us your favorite personal Shiro moment that you have had with the community. Make a crossover meme that you would love to see, including Shiro, example Shiro X Avengers. And post on X with hashtag Shiro bounty complete, and you will get a $50 reward. Part of our daCAT. Love daCATs. Global options open interest has climbed to 56.5 billion, the highest since December 2024. Bitcoin leads with 83.95% of total OI, reflecting strong institutional demand. Kraken to launch tokenized US stocks on Solana, and banks including JPM, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo are exploring joint stablecoin ventures. JP Morgan's Bank of America, Wells Fargo, okay, I just read that. Meow. I had a lot of viewers yesterday. David Yu on his Instagram yesterday, be posting pictures saying, great catching up with our amazing partners, Tokidoki. It's always a pleasure collaborating with such creative and passionate founders. I'm excited about what's ahead and can't wait to bring more exciting projects to life together. Stay tuned. Tokidoki, VeVe Collectibles, VeVe Collection. And our boy looks good up there, doesn't he? I think he looks great. Hey, Randy, Hero migration to Colex starting May 27th for you. Oh, very good. I'm going to take a picture of that. Do that. Yeah. Good times. Cool, Mo saying, I see Stacker working on looking up sets. Great. Yes, it is. Pink Panther says, so Randy, you have any OMI? I have quite a bit. Not as much. It's 220. So I have a small amount. Always looking to get more though. Always looking to go on and get that bread. Sorry. Aw. Okay, moving on. David Yu, speaking of David, posted yesterday saying, always a great time connecting with the VeVe fams. I got a special guest joining us at London. What is it? I don't know, but he's got something that is planning for London. I think that's tonight. I don't know why Facebook allows this. There's some guy that kind of insinuated that. So there's an email saying, thanks for signing on to get NFC Summit 2025 tickets. Hey, VeVe fam, thanks so much for signing up for one of our community tickets to NFC Summit 2025. We had an incredible response and ended up with more interest than we had tickets available. Since we only had 60 to give out, we honored signups on a first come, first served basis. While we weren't able to include you in this round, truly appreciate you raising your hand and showing your support. If anything changes on our end, new tickets become available, be sure to reach out. Either way, we're glad you're here. All the best. That makes sense. First come, first serve. And then this person insinuated that if you had spent a certain amount on tickets, or I'm sorry, a certain amount on VeVe, then you got a ticket. that's backhandedly that's a really backhanded insult at VeVe. And this person should, I don't know, but clearly they're lying on here. Anyway, moving on. Disney loves David Yu so much that they made him a freaking action figure. I repeat, they made David his own freaking action figure. I have never been so jealous. Oh gosh. Continue to hold. We will continue to hold. Yep. We got oh wow. Yeah, be advised, earlier this year on February 7th, there was 72 trillion daCAT tokens in the pool. Then on April, there was 61. Now there's less than 50. So there's it's a good amount. It's a good amount that's being taken out. Anthropic's new AI model turns to blackmail when engineers try to take it offline. My goodness. Sky over on X says, spoke with Bill Zanker, owner / guy who launched the Trump token tonight at the gala dinner. He confirmed that there is a blockchain game coming soon, and he said that Trump is the in-game currency. 10,000% confirmed from the team's mouth. He said it's coming very soon. Do we believe him? I don't know. We'll see. We had a comics, a job for a comic person on VeVe, and that is gone now. Meaning they hired them. Only one left is a lifecycle lead. Shirou had a bunch of buys yesterday after the giant hack. Martini Guy says, breaking Fidelity and Grayscale investments just spent a total of $86 million on ETH. BlackRock just bought another 8,000 Bitcoin for $877 million. Its largest inflow in May so far, which is insane. And then yesterday, Chaos on the Chains had posted ready to take off. The second Chaos community competition has officially launched. Your mission, master space orbit on GameMe token and outscore everyone. It ends on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Dubai time. The prize is only the highest scorer will win, no second chances. Get your reflexes ready and blast your name to the top of the leaderboard. Join the competition now. In Telegram's Chaos on the Chains. Love them. Yeah, President Trump recommending 50% tariff on the European Union starting June 1st. That's what spiraled today into madness. However, Fidelity and Grayscale and Bitwise just bought $110 million worth of Ethereum yesterday. Whales are buying aggressively. Top 10, very good. DEVVE Exchange is no hidden games, no backdoor bots, no MEV. DEVVE Exchange levels the playing field by eliminating front running and dark pool manipulation, so your capital gets the fair shot it deserves. Built for LPs and traders who want transparency, not tricks. Hyperliquid at $35 billion fully diluted value is actually insane. Yep, $35 billion, and it's only doing a fraction of what the DEVVE Exchange can potentially offer. There's a few things to think about. UX is everything. Hyperliquid has an amazing UX. It's clean, smooth, and it just works. Everyone on the DEVVE Exchange team should seriously give it a spin. We need to hit that level or better. 2, don't sleep on the crypto native crowd. Hyperliquid got to that valuation by just focusing on crypto users. Imagine what DEVVE can do if we get both DeFi and TradFi folks on board. It's a massive edge. And marketing matters. A great product isn't enough anymore. Hyperliquid nailed the narrative, built hype, and made sure people knew about it. Agreed. Stake and burn, stake and burn, stake and burn. Damn, Shiro's going to burn over $1 trillion soon. We'll get it as soon as the multi-sig is done. Good times. US and India new trade deal could be announced within 7 to 10 days. I would love to see it. Love to see that. And now that we have, someone just tagged me in something, Presley.eth. FRI said after dark, the pump that okay, they tagged me in. So let's go take a listen. Let's go take a listen, see what they're doing. Let's start listening. Mr. MC1's there. Hey, I'm a speaker now. Oh, dilemma. I think he's talking about dilemma.
Basically, people Just look at him. Hey, Randy's here, man. Randy, I was just reading your poll today.
Welcome, Randy.
Is that on Dilemma? Oh God, which poll?
We got the juicy ones. This Friday after dark.
Yeah, never mind. They're all. I think they're all. You know, try to grade them. They'll probably all be between, on one end of the scale between like 8 and a 10.
Oh God. Okay, which poll is this? Was it the McDonald's poll? I'm multitasking. I am streaming to 236 people as well as talking to you guys. I can multitask.
Oh wow, you're streaming too. So let me not say anything.
I was just talking about you too, Mr. MC1, but all good things from me. I don't know if you.
All good things from me too.
All right, I guess Emoji wants to speak. Let's let Emoji speak.
The Knicks, and I was sitting in the grease trap, kind of sitting there with him, and then you kind of.
And the truth comes out.
Oh God.
Yeah, I told you guys, right? So I was kind of watching the game. So when you're watching something.
I posted a poll about ducks also.
Yeah, like you don't want.
So it's not all dirty.
Question and stuff, right? And you're gonna have to.
This one was.
We're talking about him.
She never pumped her own gas.
Right in and
let's say hi.
He's got sources,
people,
But we also got Emoji up here. What's up, Moj?
Yeah, he wants to speak.
Welcome, happy Friday.
Yo, what's good? Happy Friday. Yo, I gotta whisper. I'm inside. I don't know what's happening. Well, first off, shout out everybody in the room. Appreciate it. What's good, Prez? Yo, I don't know what's happening. I saw the thing. I saw a bottle of lotion. I saw a peach. And I saw MC1 talking about polls. I don't know, what. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the discussion was. I came up just because I wanted to see.
We were talking about pumps. The market's pumping.
Those type. Okay, I got you. Those. Okay, market.
Oh God, he read the ass to mouth one.
Between, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I feel you.
Mr. MC1. Oh God, I have to. Oh God.
It's all right. I'm sorry, I just need an excuse to sing. And Millie's not here, so he can't kick me. So
I have to. Oh God.
Your anime cover song was.
Oh God, Mr. MC1, why did you do this?
Appreciate that. Shout out Nikki.
Oh God.
You have a song?
Yeah, so Nikki.
Oh God, Mr. MC1, why would you? Why?
So we did.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll get back to y'all in 1 sec because we still have our other stuff to do.
So on Thursday.
He's still talking, so I won't cut him off.
You want to play it?
I can't play now. I'm whispering in the crib. I can't even play music. I mean, it's on YouTube. You can play it. It's on YouTube.
You're nice.
So
I appreciate that.
I just realized the last poll that Mr. MC1 would have read, and I am so sorry y'all had to hear that.
More polls.
Which one, Randy?
You can go on Dilemma and look for my account. I will not repeat these words while I'm on stream.
This is Friday after dark. No need to be yelling here.
I'm out in our Dilemma, y'all.
And
I'm sold, baby.
We did a little ratchet up in here.
Yeah,
So
well, apparently after what Mr. MC1 most likely said. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, he gets wild. Apparently he can now.
This is not the one about the pizza, Randy.
I know it wasn't about the pizza. It was about. Well, actually, the second one. The upper?
Yeah, showing.
It's not filming.
Oh, that was the filming. That was pretty mild. I'm surprised you didn't tell me.
I didn't say the other ones. I let those ones be.
All right. Anywho, I'm gonna get back to the streaming, so I will catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Love you guys. All right, bye. Yeah. Oh God. All right. Anyway. All right. So now we're gonna go to everyone's favorite part of the evening, where we go to crypto Twitter and we see what they're talking about. It is SpaceX saying the 9th flight of Starship is preparing to launch as soon as Tuesday. Raoul Paul says, white walls is how I display my digital art on any screen, anywhere, anytime, all directly streamed from your phone and authenticated from the blockchain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, I think this was January of 23? Maybe it was January 24. I think it was January 23 though. Let me check, because there was a buddy of mine has it on the wall. He's got his stuff on the wall, and I'm trying to figure out where it. Oh my good golly gosh. Okay, it's got to be before then. Before then. Okay, there's Private Plane, which is cool. Oh, I could have sworn. Oh, hey, look at that. It's Tom Cousineau, the professional football player. Okay, where the heck is? Oh, Fanny. Oh, me and Fanny were on stream. Well, it wasn't even on stream. It was just a video chat. I love her. I miss her. I gotta tell her, hey. Oh, Karen. Oh my God. Sorry, I just seen all my friends here. Okay, where the heck is this? I know I have the photo of it on the wall. Wow, that is a hefty. I'll show you guys as soon as I find it. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, I look horrible in that photo. But there's the Pluto. There's the Pluto. And there's the bee that we have there. Maybe I can just screenshot. Oh no, here's some other ones. Oh, look at this. Look at this amazing Spider-Man comic. Okay. This one's by Veil Specimen by Jermaine Rogers. I could post this one. And I'll go to Raoul Paul's account and I'll be like, this is awesome. My friend has something similar. This is a piece by at Jermaine Rogers on at VeVe Official. You can purchase one or OMI on at Stacker. When we post that photo, is what you got to do. Because I mean, like, that's just cool, bro. That's cool. All right, reply, send now, and then I think we should raid. I think we should. All right, so let me copy that link. We'll go to this raid group in Telegram. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. / raid. Paste. There it is. Raid now. And I just farted. I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll keep going. Bitcoin comment. Dr. Ari reposts listing. Express listing. Oh, toilet might get listing. Listed on listing. Oh, keep y'all posted with that. So Irikani says, "Hey VeVe fam, what happened to multiverse clothing? Yeah, what happened to it?" Dr. Stuff said, "I'd love to know as well." Yeah, I'd love to know that also. What happened to the multiverse clothing? Base Printer says, "We are now part of history. Bit homepage and Jesse and our friends at Based Meme Elite. Agreed. What else do you see in that photo? You see OMI, because I purchased a couple of tiles, and everyone that goes on there, they see OMI right under Crappy Bird. Love them. But yeah, you have your OMI on there. Glad that we could do that. Master Roni wearing his VeVe shirt. Gotta love it. Dr. Fuse has just got to the. Oh, this is 14 hours ago. We got to the event. I would say it's like, what time is it? 10 o'clock. Was it like 4 in the morning there? Oh wow. MCM Comic-Con. There's some people in cosplay. Oh, I see My Hero Academia. Oh, that's cool. I love cosplay. I love this type of stuff. My back is too hacked. I can't go, but good times. MCM Comic Cons, day one's in full swing. Tickets are available. Oh, there's a lot of people there. Shout out to Orange Bag Lady and everyone that's all over there. What? Bro, Congress is such like a joke. Yep, raid all of them. Oh, there's a lot of people in the that I've ignored on X here. Kumo repost. Oh, very good. Thank you all for reposting that thing under Jerome, not under Raoul Paul, not Jerome Powell. Nancy Mace says we'll never stop fighting to fix our South Carolina schools. Very good, good. Studios, we are eating that supply. We're eating that supply, getting that bread. Kekius Maximus. Okay, let's move on. Starbucks bans they ban election names in South Korea as voters turn lattes into protest signs. No more ordering a Lee Jae-myung latte in Seoul. Starbucks just blacklisted all 6 presidential candidates' names from mobile orders after South Koreans started turning their drink pickups into political flash mobs. Baristas were shouting slogans with every cup. Now with Yoon impeached and his Trump-style chaos still echoing, even coffee chains are dodging political landmines. Wild. Oh, I don't know why I didn't get this notification, but VeVe says, hey, VeVe fam, we'll be performing a database upgrade on Saturday, May 24th, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All VeVeverse platforms will be temporarily unavailable during a scheduled 2-hour maintenance. Thank you for your understanding and support. No more M anymore. What is this? Unabonger, you got this. Yo, Unabonger's got like this epic. Oh, what is this? And what is that? And what are this? Okay, I have to go back into the I have to go back into that space. Blockchain. Okay. I want to go back.
Know what the answer is, so no use in like arguing back and forth. We'll just have to wait for it.
No Pokemon.
Oh my god, it's the Pokemon stuff.
Back put it as most big fucking conversation.
How many full frontal pictures have you ever received?
Oh god.
How many
talking about? First off, I don't talk about stuff like that, bro. I don't know if you mean none, bro. My phone is virgin, bro. Like I receive nothing.
Roger, you're not qualified to be on this panel here, bro.
What are you talking about?
Preston's got rules.
I receive cooking recipes and and gifts of like and cat videos and stuff like that. That's what I receive. The puff that dip.
God, I'm just trying to change the topic.
That dip. What's up, Randy? Can you tell us what the meow meow came from? Because we have a dilemma. We have a debate in this space, and some people think it's a Pokemon related situation. So where did it come from?
So I just posted a post on underneath this in the comments where this is actually the best I could give for an origin. It was around 10 years ago, and the guys that I'm with, they're pretty tall. I look mad short in this. We had this thing where we would knock stuff out of our hands, and we would call it cat paw. Like if we were carrying something, one of us would go cat paw, and we would knock whatever we had out of each other's hands. And then instead of saying cat paw, after a while we started saying meow, and we didn't even have to carry anything. We would just say meow and then hit the other person. So it started with us. It started in the shop. So this is all in the military. This is obviously we wouldn't do it when we had some like any type of crazy thing in our hands. But if it was just papers, if it was a folder, if it was like a cup or whatever. So that's where it came from. We started just saying cat paw, then it changed to meow, and instead of knocking stuff out of each other's hands, it would change to us like hitting each other with saying meow. So that's it.
Your channel value went down to 200,000, bro. You need a better story.
It's the truth. I don't. I guess I could make something up.
It's definitely better than the emoji.
That's too funny. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, it's all in fun. It's all in good humor. I have a lot of respect for all of you guys and all your stories and whatever.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Yeah. So even nowadays, I'll put meow in like business emails or in business like there's not. Yeah, even if people that sponsor the channel, whatever, I'll be like, hey, meow, how's it going? It's like doesn't get questioned. Everyone just like ignores it. So it it works for me.
Exactly. When you were on Nova's space and you left one time and you were like meow meow, I thought they were gonna say something and everybody just ignored it. I was like,
see?
wow, we definitely heard you, but they probably were like, did I really hear that or what?
Yeah, I think once your comic launches, it'll do better, man. With daCAT and all these feline kind of storylines.
It's
like the Super Troopers when they like, how many times can I say meow and like one person over? It's like you can just like slip it in and like
flip it in.
Even the person pulled over is like, hey, meow to me.
Right? Is there a token called Meow Meow Token, man?
There probably is. I don't have any.
What? No way. There's no token called Meow Meow. How can there be a token called Meow Meow?
I mean, there's a lot of tokens.
There's got to be a token called Meow Meow. I'm gonna look.
We could actually start a Meow Meow token.
There you go. Do well, especially.
There's one called Meow.
Audience,
everyone likes cats.
Yeah, a lot of people like cats too, man.
Okay.
And I think we could get some really attractive feline talent here too.
Oh God.
Like some feline talent.
That's you, casual.
Are we getting the furries?
So there's a couple of meow tokens, and then there's a meow 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 token. There is no meow meow token though with the double meow.
Done, Randy. Let's get it done, man.
I am so busy.
Randy, lock it up.
Randy, like, is there like some way you can lock it or whatever?
Lock that shit up.
I mean, I guess you could. I've never launched a token before.
It's whatever you think it's gonna hit. Meow meow will be a good chaser.
I mean, if I have to dress up as a cat, I will. I mean, let's just.
I'm going into the AI right now. You gave me a question, right?
Oh my God.
You guys are also fun.
All right, I'm gonna bounce unless Emoji has a question for me.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
Thanks, Randy.
Bye, Randy.
The stream is still running.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
all right, meow meow meow.
meow.
Okay, all right. Now that we've got that done with, we'll go continue on with the other stuff here. And again, Unabonger's got like such a cool space over there. Move on, saying Clarita Latina saying trust the light within you even when everything seems dark. The collectibles, she is dressing up as Rey from Star Wars in the sequel series. I'll give the Presley.eth space a like. She's pretty cool. Cold Chillin says adding things to my shelf in the metaverse / VeVeverse. What I'll add next? ? Looks pretty cool. I like the Steve Rogers poster up there. JE says Stormtroopers and Grogu and Stormtroopers helmets on. Oh, that was cool. That is really cool. That is so dope. Oh, look. Friendos. OBL and Janie. Yeah. Homie. I assume Max took the photo. I'll give Omilia like for his space that he did before. Spectrum 3900 says launching a new website soon called Dream of Metaverse Earth 2 Virtual Land. #stay tuned. Good for him. Oh, this is cool. Durkin Comics says here's the Mandalorian 1, and he's reading it in AR. It looks really cool. That is so dope. I haven't read a comic in AR yet. Is Donald Trump a time traveler? That's insane. Who is this? Adinier.sui says community governments is kicking off to determine how to return 162 million to those impacted. This is critical. Oh, okay. They're talking about that. Okay, so on Wednesday, the SUI validator community acted quickly to freeze $162 million of stolen funds, and here's how it happened. Each validator has a configuration file that allows it to ignore transactions from a specific address Adding addresses to this file is at the discretion of each individual validator and can be reversed at any time. More than 1/3 of validators by stake chose to ignore transactions from the 2 addresses they believe to be connected to the attack, effectively freezing the funds. The ability of the individual validator is to ignore transactions from a specific address is not unique to SUI. Any validator in any network can choose to do this, such as to operate within their individual risk tolerance or to comply with law. SUI validators acted quickly enough to freeze some, but not all of the stolen funds, worth approximately 162 million at the time of the freeze, before the attacker attempted to bridge them out. Freezing is intended as a temporary emergency measure to slow down an attack and give the victim leverage to negotiate with the attacker. It served precisely this purpose in the CEDAS attack. Unfortunately, the attack has not responded to outreach from the CEDAS team. Earlier today, CEDAS called for a community vote on protocol upgrade to return the frozen funds without rolling back chain history or reversing transactions. This is an extraordinary request in response to extraordinary need. CEDAS's customer funds were at stake. After consideration, we support their call for an on-chain vote on 2 conditions. We will abstain from the vote and remain neutral on the outcome. Our role is to design and facilitate a process that will reflect the will of the SUI community at large. We will share design details and code soon. CEDAS must publicly commit to marshaling all of its financial resources to recover all funds and return them to customers until everyone has been made whole. Damn. And Toilet Dust says, under circumstances, everyone involved is handling this first class with great communication. Look forward to the community being made whole, and we all continue building on a great network. Yeah, wild times. All right, let's see what we got here. Matthew Lambie says, I have a great theory that Baby Yoda and Grogu are somehow related. It's been theorized that Baby Grogu is a clone of Yoda. It could be the offspring of Yoda and Yaddle. Could just be a random offspring of Yaddle. It could be something that has nothing to do with either Yoda or Yaddle and was just done in that way. But yeah, there's a lot of things that could have happened. Very strong with the Force. Freaking love him. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to light. Better place and a broken dream. Meow, 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 meow. This is the photo that I was talking about. My boy DC over here and my boy Zervan over here, and me in the middle. I'm not that short, right? I'm a little short, but they're all like 6'2" and 6'5", so fight me. Meow, 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 meow. All right, moving on. I don't know what that is. Harley Quinn in AR. Damn, she looks good. That is such a good dude. That looks so good. Jon Stewart creates 2028 Democratic slogan, overcome the stink. Jon Stewart torched Democrats still backing Biden in 2024, likening them to Republicans who backed the Iraq War, an extinction event, for their credibility. On his latest podcast, Stewart called 2028 a chance to reinvent the party, but only if led by someone untainted by the old guard. His pitch, a new slogan, overcome the stink. Stewart slammed the hollow formalities of modern campaigns and said real connection, not pro forma speeches, is what wins. Agreed 100,000%. I'm not sure if me and Jon Stewart align that much, but when Jon Stewart says you need real connection and not pro forma speeches is what wins, is 100,000% what we need. And I'm not saying that like we need Democrats to win. Like Democrats have been in charge for a long time. 8 years of Obama, 4 years of Trump, 4 years of Biden. A Republican thing is needed. So I'm not saying that we 100% need Democrats, but that's why they lost. While legacy media had like this meltdown searching for hitherto undiagnosed psychosis of an electorate to explain its embrace of the Hitlerian strongman. The truth is much simpler than those fictions. The election was a reminder that after all the manufactured drama and all the overheated rhetoric, politics is still about issues. And if Democrats can focus on that, they could win. Whether you agree with him or not, Trump ran a substantive campaign based on issues like the border, inflation, crime, war. And if Democrats can tap into that, they can win. They back a solid candidate, they can win. No reason why they can't. 2016 would have been the same thing. Anywho, moving on. Jin Token says, you won't even see him coming, but he will be rewarded for his efforts, just like the Volt army. We're talking about Volt. And maybe we do something with Volt here in the future. We'll see. Pepe on Sui. That is something I've heard more and more. So let's look at Pepe, and we'll do it on Sui, because there's a lot of Pepe. Okay, if I just type in Pepe Sui, maybe that'll. No, Pepe Sui's got like a $5,000 market cap. Is it just Pepe on Sui? Is that how I pronounce it? Pepe on Sui is a $700,000 market cap. The cat's better than that, and they have 66,000. Yeah, the cat is so much better than that. The numbers are anyway. Apparently they have 295,000 holders. That doesn't make sense. They all probably have a super small amount. Anywho, let's move on. Hallmark catalogs Tesla with full self-driving 13.2.9 drove him from Hollywood to Griffith Observatory with 0 interventions, meaning that it just drives by itself. This is so heckin' cool. SpaceX's Falcon lifts off from Pad 4E in California ahead of landing for the 450th time. Pentagon media backlash. Hegseth accused of direct attack on press freedom. Both Pentagon Press Association and National Press Club are slamming Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, sweeping new restrictions on journalists inside the Pentagon. In 2 blistering statements, the groups called today's memo a direct attack and a stark departure from a long-standing norms. Policy bans on unescorted reporter access to public hallway and press officers, giving more freedom to foreign officers and janitors than U.S. journalists. That is wild. I am going to bounce right now because I do have another space in. Actually, the space I think is going on now, so I have to go to it now. Where are they? Because it's Pablo's space, right? Yeah, I think he's probably got a lot of people talking. Oh, damn. Okay.
Ethereum, well, it's like it's not a big deal. You see what I mean?
Tinkertrending.com. Free listing Friday. Let's go. 600 people. 600 people. I'm about to shill some VeVe and OMI. All right.
Not more, probably way more, bro.
Wasn't bright enough to grab that handle on X and had switched to OG Vault is a lunatic. I bet he would not be let into. No, he would not be. He would not be let into any part. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. Goodbye, Dashi. I'm gonna shill VeVe and OMI.
What's up, Randy? How are you tonight?
My man, how's it going? I'm just I had you in my calendar for right now at 10 p.m. So I was hoping my live would be over. I'm still live streaming 250 people right now, but I had to go and give you your flowers. Come in because I love what you're doing. Love what you're doing. He's a good dude.
Shit, we even got fucking Fiddy hanging out with us tonight.
Oh shit, Fiddy's down here.
Fucking Friday night. Don't you guys got like a lake?
I was on Fiddy's space before.
Like boat trip or I don't know. Fucking. What
All
does
right.
Fiddy do on a
Catch you guys later. Bye guys.
What does a pink monkey do on Memorial Weekend? What's up, Fiddy? How are you?
Where's my end stream?
I fucking just came here to fucking hang out.